Throne of Eldraine. So, went through, got my 6 wins, tried a bunch of different decks. As you can see, I've been playing this a lot. I'm kind of liking Brawl. I haven't played, I collect the physical cards, but I haven't played in any tournaments or anybody other than just collecting the cards. I've heard about these other different ways to play, like Brawl and Commander. So this was my first time playing Brawl, which is kind of a really neat format. I really like these decks. I played through all 4 of them. I'm probably going to say Knight's Charge is probably my favorite deck right now. And Knights are going to be very interesting. For most, I enjoy vampires, and with some of the vampires phasing out, I have a feeling the next rotation, depending on how my vampire deck does, I might actually have to switch over to a Knights deck, which I don't mind adapting decks or playing something new. Savage Hunter was alright. I mean, Wild Bounty, really interesting deck with drawing cards with Legendary Commander. And Fairy Schemes. Fairies are going to be another interesting thing. I'm kind of liking the cards I saw. I did enjoy my Thopter deck. Fairies, I think, are going to be very close to the annoyance that my Thopter deck was. With producing additional fairies, pumping them up, throwing in some of the spells to make them more powerful. So Fairy and Knights are probably my 2 most favorite thing I'm seeing. Got my sets of 4 cards. It's a shame they couldn't have given us a rare or a mythic. They gave us a bunch of uncommons. I don't know. This Inspiring Veteran is going to be another one of those interesting cards. Other Knights that you control get +1/+1. Mix that with some of the other artifacts that give +1/+1. It's going to be a very nice way to get a very easy 4/4, 5/5 Knight. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of decks come out once, like I said, the sets rotate out. So we got 40 hours left. I got my 6 wins, so I figure I'll go back in, see how I do with this deck. And worst case scenario, I help somebody else that might not have 6 wins by, getting my butt kicked by them and having them get their 5th or 6th or 4th, their first win if they just haven't had the time. I mean, what the hell, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. I got my 6 wins, but I do like playing these new decks. I mean, this is an Arcane Signet, very cool card. I do like that. I hope they decide to bring Brawl to the format. I can't wait till this Christmas. Like I said, I have the physical cards, don't play them. My sister plays them. My girlfriend plays them. My 10-year-old nephew, we just kind of persuaded him to start playing. So it's going to be interesting to see. This will be a kind of a cool thing since Brawl's designed for multiplayer. Excuse me. Just to see how we all do. The interesting thing, I like how you only can have 1 of each card. It makes life a little bit more interesting. I hope when they bring Brawl, see some of these other creatures in these decks. Like some of the new lands. Very similar to what we've seen in Core Set 2020 with the gaining of the life. I was hoping to see some more shock lands. I do enjoy shock lands, or anything that says, like the Dominaria lands. I mean, it would have been nice to have that, or even some, be interested to see what other type of lands they have, if they do anything else related to the fairy tales or King Arthur, you know, how this next set is kind of based upon. Always like to tell people, good game. Gotta be polite. I do like tournament grounds. That's going to be a definite 4 in a deck, especially with trying to run triple colors. We'll just kind of kill both of these, see what happens here. Oh, that's kind of nice. The only problem is if I live that long. Oh, what do we got here? Go for a swamp. If they ever do get Brawl, I know a lot of the core set 2020 triple color cards and Legends. Definitely going to have to design some decks around them. That card's gonna die. Nice thing, at least, you know, with losing in this, I don't feel bad. It's not a deck I designed, not a deck I can modify. I do like Command Tower. Very nice. A lot of nice Commander cards. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see these work their way into Commander and Brawl. But Command Tower, and like I said, this is really nice. Gives you that ultimate flexibility. I do like these new cards. It's kind of neat how you can use them for both. It'll be interesting because I'll try to do some videos of the same basic deck idea and then how it's been tweaked per each set. Like some of the new equipment, I think night decks are going to be definitely strong in equipment, especially with, the ability to equip Zero. That hammer that came out, one to cast. However, you needed to have, 10 to equip it. I mean, that's going to be a very fun creature that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to either use some disenchants, we're going to have to do some creature nullification with bindings or pacifism. So we're going to have to make sure black has creature destroying. And even then, what are you going to do? You have to have enough to make sure that thing goes away. And if someone's running 4 of these in a deck, if it's not for Brawl, it's for Standard, that's going to be an annoyance that we're going to have to start to address. I do like this. I do like the Human Knight. That's kind of nice. Destroy target artifact. Let's see if they bring out anything. The only thing I hate about this deck is it just does not seem to have any type. I do like Equipped Knight. I like that it reduces the casting. That's kind of a nice feature. So equipment definitely is going to be a big thing. Oh, look, I can do that too. Yeah, there's that lovely guy, Colossus Hammer. Yeah, at 10/10. Yeah. The one thing I have noticed in this deck is that I kind of get screwed when it comes to getting all the mana I kind of need. You gain life, blah, 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 knights you control. Yeah, what the hell. Make the misery go on for more. The set definitely has a cool theme to it. Of the more recent sets, I still think War of the Spark is probably my favorite. I love Planeswalkers. I definitely Core 2020. There's some nice stuff in there, but I always have a problem with the core sets. I always like the original cards from what set they came from. Especially since I have some of the original cards. I hate when they reprint like that because it just makes the older cards' value go down. Now, if you're somebody that just got into it, that's great. You get access to some of the older stuff. This is not going to end well for me. I always hate when you get screwed with mana. Tricolor decks are definitely not my favorite to play. I think if you're going to try to make this into a standard deck, you're going to definitely need Chromatic Lantern or some other type of way to generate some other color mana. I would not have put Indestructible. I hate Mortify. I would definitely put 4 Mortifies in a Knight deck. And this is just peachy. No, this deck just got beat. I just could not deal with those flying creatures. It's just non-stop, relentless attacking. Like I said, this will be good for people to hopefully, help them in their journey. I already got all of my 6 wins, so I already got all my cards. But like I said, I still like to... Shining Armor. I do like Shining Armor. No red, bunch of red cards. I'm going to take my free mulligan, thank you. This isn't that bad. I like this. There we go. Now I'll have my 3-color white. Ancestral Blade. Love it. Love this card. Definitely like it. Simple early caster. This is one of my favorite 2020 cards. See these so far? That was interesting. I hate Afterlife. Definitely hate Afterlife. Let's see if they go for the bait. They went for the bait. Whenever you see a creature, am I bluffing, am I not? If I have mana open, chances are I'm not. Yeah, that person knew. They need to add thanks. Now this one of my favorite green-black cards for green-black decks. Hate the kitty. Hate the kitty. Hate the kitty. This is actually a pretty good matchup. I think we're doing, you know, we got some interesting stuff on either side. I mean, I still don't have anything to deal with the damn 1/1 flyer. I probably would not have done that. Oh boy. Cranko. Kingpin Goblin. Think you're the shit. Oh, now there's a beautiful combo. Sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter. Sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter. So, I mean, that's going to be an interesting card to add. And again, this deck really doesn't have much way of dealing with flying critters, so... Well, this is basically over for me. Icon Ancestry, awesome card. This will work really well in night decks. Beating each other up here. Sacrifice and feed the dragon. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys fetch for price. Really? Some more knights. Oh. Got our 3 colors. Not a bad opening hand. I would probably pull this out of this deck, Mask of Immolation. Not really. I might put this in the deck I played just last time, you know, Sacrifice. Because you're doing 1 damage to any target, plus you're also beefing up the dragon, plus annoying the living hell out of me. And here we go again. Here we go again. So let's start off by creating some 1/1 tokens, because we're gonna need some 1/1 tokens to deal with this thing. This guy's not having a good day with Dreadhorde. Dreadhorde is leaving him down. Letting him down. The Pew Light. Here comes the dragon. Oh. Well, that's okay. I needed my 100 gold anyway for the day. I'm up to 6,000 almost. Building up my commons, my uncommons, my rares. Got to build up my cards. Back with War of the Spark, I bought the $50 pack. With that, it was really cool. Got all the cards, could play the meta right when the set came out. Had a lot of the cards. But the only downside was it kind of sucked having the fun to earn the gold to get the cards. So, of course, that 2020 came out. I really didn't. I bought a couple packs, but I mostly just earned it through gold. I do love doing sealed drafts, especially if they're ranked. I like getting in on the ranked action. You know, just to see where I end up. This I can see is going to have a lot of play in Knight decks. I really do like Knight of Ebon Legion. You know, Vampire / Knight. So that might come over to the Knight deck. Oh, took away my artifact. I wouldn't mind winning one more tonight. If I don't, I don't. That's okay, but would really like to win one more tonight. No, I really don't want to use that. I'll use this, though. Come on, where's the mana? Ugh, I hate double strike. I hate double strike. I think I'll... Yeah, that works. We're both kind of starving for mana. Oh, that's gonna suck. Here comes his hero. Oh, Shivan. That's going to be a problem. That's interesting. Well, this will be interesting. Oh, menace. Why can I not cast that? Oh. I didn't read the fine print. I love when you do that. This is when murder would come in handy. I wonder why he was able to cast spells. Players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. So why are they able to cast creatures? Now let's give it a so nice charge. Let's play some fairies. Of knights and fairies. You know, sometimes I get distracted, I kind of go off, and I'm like, oh, wait. The Golden Egg's a cool card. Like the fairy tale reference. These pre-constructed decks is things like Mana Geode I would not play with. Well, that's a nasty card. Oh, what the hell? I like Kaya's Wrath. It's such a fun card. All That Glitters is a cool, another cool card I like. Love me some fairies. I'll take that win. There we go. 6 packs of cards sitting right there, waiting for Eldraine to come out. Now this is a nice early opening hand. If I had white. Good news is, evolving wins. Might as well get me my white card, my white mana. And of course, I get white. I had to sit there and think what type of color creatures are in this deck for a second. The good news is I got Conclave Tribunal and Prison Realm that will help me stave off whatever assault. Like an Arcanist. Ow. Fucking hate birds. Fucking hate birds. I absolutely hate birds. Workshop Builder's really cool creature builder. There's a nice combo in this deck with Smothering Tithe. Really great. Build up your creature token or your treasure tokens, and at the beginning of combat they become 4/4 creatures. So a kind of an awesome combo. The only thing I don't like about that card is it is a 6 of any color and 1 blue for a 4/4. Cool power, just with blue. It's gonna be one of those that kind of takes its own little sweet time. This person's thinking I'm getting attacked by a banner. What the hell is going on? Black mana would be nice right now. It really would. Black mana would be good. That right there is what I need. Those jerks, they just took my banner. Black mana, black mana. No. I'm gonna start to hate that sound that those fairies make when they come into play, especially if I'm getting my butt kicked by them. Bag of Holdings, really cool card. Would never have played that card until in a deck until I started seeing it and how it's used in these decks. Kind of a neat card. Kind of helps scroll through and decide, you know, like it'd be really, 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 really great right now if I had a black mana. Because this little lovely right here, this little lovely right here would be out. Well played, well played. Gotta love those. That's a neat card. I do like that card. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is over. Wild Bounty. You know, Wild Bounty I haven't played a lot. I'm not a fan of Wild Bounty. Other than the legendary creatures kind of neat with drawing cards. I really didn't find it was one of the stronger ones of the deck, or the 4 that you could play. So I kind of stayed away from it as I was trying to get my wins. We'll have some fun with this and see how it does, but again, I just really didn't have any hope with this. Tomb of Legends, cool card. Definitely like this. again, the only thing that sucks is, it's cool that they're doing these cards that are great for Commander and for all these other different play styles, but, you're not really going to do much in Arena until they decide to do something with Commander.
Speed. I've weathered tougher storms than you.
This will be an interesting commander for Brawl, for Dragon decks. I can definitely see something with that. I have noticed that with these decks, the matches take a lot longer for somebody to win. I really hate Judith the Scourge Diva. I really do not like that card. target me. Why? I don't understand. I wouldn't have played that way. I would have done 2 damage to me and then just attack with that. Like, honestly, it would have been over. Like, I never get why people play a certain way. Oh, there you go. That was more complicated than it had to be. So anyway, Eldraine Courtside Brawl, really cool. I hope they add Brawl. Overall, Knight's Charge, I think, is the most powerful. I think Savage Hunter is as well. I think I'd rank Fairy Schemes third, and Wild Bounty I'd put it last in the power of these 4 decks. If you like what I do on here, please subscribe. As the base grows, I'll probably start doing giveaways. So, but I'm not going to do that till I get about 100 people. And if you have any comments, please make sure to comment at the bottom. I always like reading comments from different people, and I try to adapt this channel to what they want or what people have interested. If you ever want to play, there's my number. If you see me live streaming, just say, hey, would love to play you. Send me a message, and I'll try to make a night that we could play and try some different decks. But anyway, have a good weekend. Hopefully the weather is nice where you are. Have a good night.